World War I began on July 28, 1914 and lasted until November 11, 1918. Differences in foreign policies were to blame, although the immediate cause of the assassination of Austria's Archduke Ferdinand.
The two main sides were the Allies, which included France, Great Britain and Russia, and Germany and Austria-Hungary. In total, 30 countries were involved in the conflict. Italy, once part of the Triple Alliance with Germany and Austria-Hungary, fought on the Sea of the Allies.
By the end of World War I, over 9 million soldiers had been killed, and another 21 million wounded. Over 1 million soldiers were killed in the infamous Battle of the Somme alone, including about 30,000 in just one day.
On Christmas Eve 1914, both sides declared an unofficial truce and sung Christmas carols to each other. A football match was played in no man's land, the area between the German and British trenches, and German-British soldiers exchanged food and souvenirs. The following Christmas sentries on both sides had orders to shoot any soldier who did this.
The First World War was the first military conflict where aircraft were used in significant numbers. To begin with, they were only really used for reconnaissance, but as the war progresses, so did the technology, which allowed fighters and bombers to soar high over Western Europe.
There were approximately 70 different types of planes in World War I.
The Fokker Scourge, a German plane operational from as early as July 1915, was the first fighter plane in history with an interrupter gear. This meant a machine gun could be fired through the propeller of the World War I aircraft without hitting the rotating blades.
The British Flying Corps, nicknamed in April 1917 Bloody April, because their losses they suffered in this month were so severe. In just 1 month, the Royal Air Corps lost 245 World War I planes, more than 200 pilots and aircrew, and at least 100 more were captured and taken by German prisoners of war.
Both sides fired artillery rounds into the air that released smoke clouds and shrapnel on explosion. The British forces nicknamed these guns Archie.
Aircraft balloons were particularly vulnerable as hydrogen, which was used to inflate them, is extremely flammable. Both sides used special incendiary bullets to exploit this.
The war claimed the lives of at least 6,000 men a day. More than 9 million soldiers died during the fighting.
Came into town one day and said, I can't resist. I really mustn't live. By heck, I'll help to get that Kaiser bill I hear so much about. He passed the test, put out his chest and started into town. It's a long way to Berlin, but we'll get there. Uncle Sam will show the way. Over the lines and across the Rhine, shouting hip hip hooray. We'll sing Yankee Doodle under the linden with some real life Yankee pep. It's a long way to Berlin, but we'll get there, and I'm on my way by heck, by heck. The Russians were Russian, the Prussians. The Prussians were crushing the Russians. The Balkans were balking, and Turkey was squawking, Rasputin disputing, and Italy hooting, the Bolsheviks all Bolsheviki. The British were watching the sea, but the good Lord, I'm cranking the Yank, started yanking, and Yank Kaiser fell off a tree.